Hello Year 9, today we're looking at our next bit, which is on non-monic trinomials. So we're still factorising, but now looking at non-monic ones. Again, this is 5.3, let's read through it. When the coefficient of x squared is not 1, factorising the trinomials is a nightmare. So that means it's a non-monic trinomial. Remember last lesson, 1x squared is a monic. If there's a number in front of x squared, it's non-monic. Like these ones here, you can see. There's a number in front of the squared bit. Now there are a few methods. We're going to focus on the cross method. Let's do question 1. So we're factorising each of these. So question 1, factorise 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Now remember from last lesson, we're going to draw the cross again. So a nice big cross. We're now going to separate 2x squared into two parts. I would say 2x and x. Because remember, 2x times x is 2x squared. Now on the right hand side, we have to put two numbers here which multiply to give 2. But remember, when we read through the cross, as in this and this, it's got to add to the middle term of 5x. I'm going to start by showing you the wrong approach, and we'll go through why it's wrong. Now obviously 2, to get 2 we have 1 times 2. So I'm going to put 1 here and 2 here. Let's now move through the crosses. 2x times 1 is 2x. 2 times x is 2x. Now, does 2x plus 2x equal 5x? Obviously it doesn't, which means this answer here is actually incorrect. So we're going to go back a few steps and fix up what we did. Let's now try the other combination. Let's put 2 down here and 1 up here. Now we'll trace out the cross. 2x times 2 is 4x. 1 times x is just 1x, which is x. Now we can see, does x plus 4x give me 5x? It does, which means my answer is just this. So equals 2x plus 1, x plus 2. Let's now try question 2. 3y squared minus 11y plus 6. Again, let's draw down a cross. We've got to separate 3y squared into two parts. That would be 3y and y. Now we want two numbers that multiply to give 6. Notice a little trick in this one. The middle term is minus, but the last one is plus. Since we need a minus here, we've got to have minuses to get this. So, and because you know minus minus is plus, so we know both the numbers over here have to be minus, because this is plus and this is minus. Now to get 6, we have minus 3 and minus 2. Just try them here. Now move to the cross. 3y times minus 3 is minus 9y. Minus 2 times y is minus 2y. Now does minus 2y plus minus my y give me minus 11y? Yes it does, which means my answers are right here. So equals 3y minus 2, y minus 3. And remember to check your factorizations. If you expand it using FOIL, you expect to go back to the original question. Now when doing this question, if you were to put, say, minus 2 here, minus 3 here, you'd see it wouldn't work by doing the timesing. So you'd have to rearrange the order, which is, this is the correct one. Okay, moving on. Here's another 2 questions. At this point, feel free to pause the video and try question 3 and question 4 before I go through them. Okay, let's go through question 3. So, draw a cross. Now this time we have more choices. 4x squared, we could do 4x and x, or 2x and 2x. It really is a trial and error thing. So basically you try one of those. If you can't get the answer, then you'll try different combinations. I'm going to try 2x and 2x and see what happens. And notice the last term is minus, which means only one of these two is going to be minus. Now to get minus 3, we'd want 1 and 3, or 3 and 1. Let's try, say, 3 here, and say -1 here, and see what happens. Okay, so moving through the cross, 2x times 3 is 6x. -1 times 2x is -2x. 6x plus -2x is 4x, which means I actually got it first try. Yay. My answer is this. So equals 2x minus 1, 2x plus 3. Now, question 4. This one's hard. You've got some big numbers here, and just to split up 12b squared, you've got quite a few different combinations. Let's go through it. So drop across. Now, 12b squared. We can split up as 4b and 3b. We've got 12b and b. We've got 6b and 2b. So many combinations. It really is a trial and error thing. I'm going to try 3b and 4b and see what happens. Now notice that these are both minus. If this last one's minus, then therefore there's only going to be one minus. Okay. So this is now really the trial and error part. Thinking of numbers that give us these combinations here. Okay, so 36, 4 and 9. Let's try those. So let's say I put maybe -4 here and 9 here and see what happens. So going through the cross, 3b times -4 is -12b. 9 times 4b is 36b. Now, does 36 plus -12 give me -11? The answer is unfortunately no, which means these are not my answers. Let's backtrack. Let's see what happens if we were to flip these two around. So I'm just going to go back a bit. Let's now try, say, -9 and 4 and see what happens. So 3b times -9, -27b. 4b times 4, 16b. Now, does 16b plus -27b give me -11b? It does, which means my answers are here. So equals 3b plus 4, 4b minus 9. And again, order doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which bracket's first. But that is my answer. That was definitely a hard question. Lots of combinations possible. So my recommendation for doing these is just try different numbers, and hopefully you'll get combinations that match. And once you get that combination that matches, your answers are literally just in the middle. So what you get outside here, they're not part of the answers. They're just used to test if this is correct. Okay, the work for this is here, 312 and 313. I'm just going to do one more thing on the next slide. Okay, this is the first question again from today's work. I'm just want to show you an alternative way to do factorizations that doesn't involve the cross method. So 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Okay, we're going to consider two things: our multiplication and our addition. Now, our multiplication number is to multiply the first by the last. 2 times 2, which is 4. Our addition number is the middle one, which is 5. So that times that is our multiplication number. The middle one is our addition number. We're now going to think of two numbers that multiply to give 4 and add to give 5. And they would just be 4 and 1. What we're now going to do is write this out again, but replace 5x with 4x and x. So it's going to look like this: 2x squared plus 4x plus x plus 2. So we've written this as this. Now we're going to do a grouping in pairs strategy. 2x, x plus 2, plus 1, x plus 2. And remember, thinking back a couple of lessons, when factorizing grouping in pairs, so this becomes this only factors this 1, take out a 1, and remember, this is one bracket, and this is another. And you look back at our first question from today, and you'll see that this is the same answer. So I would probably use the cross method more often than not, but just to show you an alternative way that this product and plus way, still gives you the same final answer. All right, that'll do for today. See you in the next video.